I'm figuring that reinstallation might help. So guys, if those of you who didn't catch the first one, this is dedicated to my grandfather. Passed away 5 years ago this morning. I'm just gonna skip the opening cutscene. Let's go to night nap. Okay, no, maybe it's just a backwards compatibility thing. I don't know. I don't care. I just don't give a fuck about fucking bastard. So yeah, of course, Mega Man 6 was the last game released for the Mega NES, but yeah, NES. And like I mentioned in the first stream, this one is my favorite of the entries because of the personal memories with it. Is it the best Mega Man game? Perhaps not. But it's one of the most friendly for newcomers, for sure. Oh, excuse me. Come on. There we go. I always get sniped by that thing. Just one run, I managed to bob and weave across all of these. But I have no clue how I did that. Whoops, wrong button. I'm gonna actually see what the TV is. No. Actually, now that I think about it, it's going on YouTube. E-Tank, thanks, Eddie. There's one, there's two, and that's both of them. We can't get that E-Tank yet. And that thing only takes one hit. Just kind of play smart, and you'll avoid that getting hit there. Oh, it's freaking warm. I'm gonna try and beat this game. It's not that long anyway. Alright. Come on, drop the shield. Thank you. Guys, it feels like this guy is totally random when he drops the shield. Yeah, I'm not winning on this attempt. I mean, I'll try. Come on, put your shield down, thank you. Oh, there we go. Oh. Ow. I think I almost had him, too. He had just extended his reach one last time. He would have gotten him. Oh wait, I had an E-Tank. I could have survived that fight. Wait, does he? Oh, I think... No. There has to be a way to read this pattern and not just feel so random. Got him. Hey, either way, he's pretty predictable. There's a reason I pick him first a lot of the time. Although Flayman is one that I often will go for first, but you got Night Crusher, or Night Sea, but it's Night Crusher. This game has some pretty okay weapons. There's a few that are just meh, but so yeah, next up in the weakness chain is Centaur Man. So yeah, you can snipe these guys in midair as they come down. It's pretty nice. I like playing the Rockman Complete Works or the Mega Man Anniversary Collection versions of these games, of the NES especially, because they have not just rapid fire, but also a button to, a dedicated button for sliding, which can be really handy, especially like in battles like Nightman. That and I like playing Mega Man 6 with the Rockman Complete Works soundtrack, which, oh my god, is phenomenal. I suppose maybe I could have tried to take damage from that bullet and grab that one up and got out of there, but sometimes it's just too risky to do something and you're like, yeah, it's not worth it. And that was one of those, it just wasn't worth it. Well, at least I didn't feel confident in my skills to pull it off. I'm going to try and avoid using the rewind feature whenever possible. Uh-oh. Okay. Oops, okay, I just hit it by mistake on that last one. Whoa! I won't be doing that very often. It's just like, come on, I know I can do that. And we got another Eddie room. Let's see what he's got for us. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, you know what, I'll take that extra life. It can come in handy if I ever need it. Though I don't usually have trouble until like the 8, castle stages or anything like that. There we go. I'm through. Don't know if I've got anybody watching. And honestly, I don't really care. I mean, if anybody's watching, thank you for tuning in, and I greatly appreciate it. But this is as much for a coping thing for me personally as it is to get content out on my channel. So, the Night Crusher. Oh, excuse me. Fires a spike ball that kind of, if it will fly out. If it'll miss and it'll come back, and you can angle it up and down too. I think. Ow, asshole. There. He's dead. You get Centaur Flash. It's basically a screen nuke for at least the lower power enemies. Next up is Windman. Yeah, I don't have anyone watching. We're already 10 minutes in, and we're on the third phase. This game can be kind of short, really. And it's easy, too. But I much prefer a game that's shorter, but more fun and not quite as difficult than a... I don't mind if a game is... I don't mind a difficult game. I just want to be able to either breeze through it when I want to, or just play at my own pace, or up the difficulty when I'm actually ready for the challenge. Like, I typically play Streets of Rage 3 or Bare Knuckle 3 on easy, but I've been dabbling a bit with normal mode because I've played it so many times over the years. Oh my god, come on. That works. Oop, yeah. It was just becoming a right old mess. So, okay. No. Not dealing with that. No, that was just cheap. Normally, I'm not a big fan of just, like, the 8-bit chiptune. I kind of prefer either samples or... Actually, these days, I actually really like FM synth, you know, like from the Sega Genesis. I think the Genesis has a very underappreciated and underrated sound chip. And some people say, oh, it's a bad sound chip or anything. It wasn't so much a chip itself, it was some of the games that didn't use it. Part of the problem was the GEM sound driver that was used back for American developed games. But there were some games that took good advantage of it, like Sonic Spinball. I knew the name of the game, I just had to stop and think. I actually, no joke, love Sonic Spinball. It's actually one of my favorite Sonic games, period. Is it a great Sonic game or polished? No. Could a sequel be made to help polish it up? Absolutely. I would love to see that, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as people have said it is. I actually love it. Love it, love it, love it. Soundtrack, I love also, of course, the stage themes, the boss theme. I like the, well, I'm not so big on the options, at least in the stock system. But it has a really good soundtrack. So, Centaur Flash is Windman's weakness. And just wait for him to stop flashing after hitting, fire again, and you'll have just enough shots. So yeah, I figure at this point I might as well explain exactly why Mega Man 6 means so much to me. Well, as I mentioned, 5 years ago, my grandfather had passed away in the morning, like 5:30. For a few hours there, for a lot of the night, I couldn't sleep. So I had one of my DS models, I don't remember which one, I think it was just the normal 3D, new 3DS. And I was playing Mega Man and Legacy Collection on the 3DS. And I'm like 95% sure it was Mega Man 6 that I was playing for a good chunk of the night, and I actually managed to beat it. Don't ask me when, what time, how long it took, or anything like that. That whole night's a freaking blur, so I would answer that question if I could remember the answer. Unfortunately, I don't. That was 5 years ago, and I don't even remember that much of that summer, really. And about this time of year, I always get really down. In fact, last night it was not quite a meltdown, but I was very frustrated, agitated, down, and depressed. I didn't even know why. But I have been thinking about it today, and I've had the advantage of knowing all four of my grandparents. I know it's not always a luxury everyone has, but he was also the first one that has passed away. And I love my other grandfather very much. But the one who I just call him Grandpa. Although apparently when I was younger I used to call him Gampa. And then which has kind of become his nickname. A normal nickname, but with a heavy dose of like a bit of weirdness invested, which was pretty much my grandfather. He was pretty normal, but he was weird. And, well, for the, due to circumstances that I don't feel comfortable going into, I lost touch with him for a good few years consistently. So but a few years before he passed, I started getting to know him again, and he was my outlet for anything sassy, or I could be downright honestly rude and disrespectful to him, but not in a mean way, like not in an actual nasty way. I've come from a family who torment the people that they love to death, you know what I mean? Some families are just like that. Mine is. So I would call him up on the phone. This is a funny man. He's weak to windstorm. I would call him up and was like, "Hey, old geezer." And he would go, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." But I could tell he had a grin on his face when I said that. One of my last memories I have of him was actually, he was in assisted living in his last few years. He just needed a little bit of help. He had some health problems. But he was still on his own, kind of thing. We stopped in for a surprise visit. He was taking a little longer to get dressed. I snuck down the hall to his bedroom door. Bam, 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 bam. And, well, I don't think it was suitable for print. It was the sort of stream. You know how they bleep on TV? It would have just probably been a solid stream of a beep or beep 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 kind of thing. Oh, it was awesome. But the last memory, besides beating Mega Man 6, but as he passed, he gave me one last thing to remember him by. And there's a reason why I, even today, still have a hard time listening to Johnny Cash's The Ring of Fire. He loved Johnny Cash. He knew I loved Johnny Cash. He passed away. Well, because I had made a mixtape that I was then playing on that night he passed. It was what I had known of up until then, so it was actually a lot more limited in genre than I have today for taste. He passed away when I flipped the tape over, playing Johnny Cash, The Ring of Fire, and that's when he passed away. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. My help was needed elsewhere. Oh. So yeah, I mentioned the scaring the ever-living daylights out of my grandfather when he was with the bam 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 knock on the door thing. Why do I always hit that button? Another one of my favorite memories, it was just over the phone, but he would this was downright evil for me. He was terrified of ghosts and ghost stories and ghost shows and stuff like that. So you know what I did? There was rumors that the place he was staying in was haunted by it was a friendly ghost. I do actually believe in ghosts. But I don't know if it was ever properly verified, but it was this lovely lady. I said to him over the phone one morning, said, Grandpa, when you get up in the middle of the night, be sure to say hello to the lady on the couch. He would not leave his room that night unless he had to use the washroom. It was to the point where the caretaker that was working that night, he had to get the caretaker to come to his door, bring him to the bathroom, stand outside the bathroom door while he used the washroom, and bring him back to his room. He was terrified to even leave his room. I don't know how he ever forgave me for that one. A wrong weapon. Although that's not as good as what my poor mom did to him when he was younger. My grandfather used to deliver, I think, flyers, bundles. So he would, my mom and someone else would help him with those. One day, oh shit. One day, Mom said he was taking a shortcut through the graveyard, and my grandpa hated graveyards too, terrified of them. Came from his event in his youth where I think it was his father that passed away, I'm not sure, but he was just terrified of them as well. My mom said, Dad, yeah, I think he picked up a passenger. He was like, and he slammed on the gas and went so fast around the corner. I think he actually did at one point take the turn on 2 wheels. Mom and the guy were laughing so hard they couldn't tell my grandfather what the next bundle to drop off was, so he had to get out and do it himself. Oh. Yeah, to give you the kind of idea what my grandfather was like. He was the kind of person who would could take out what you dished back and take what you dished out and give it back tenfold, and he could dish it back and take it back tenfold. And as long as you weren't, trying to be mean about it, you were just being, tormenting him. It was all fine by him. He was very easygoing. In fact, the guy I one of the guys I work with at work, actually has the same name as one of my grandfather's names. So, and he's very much the same kind of guy. Well, to give you an idea, he's from one of the areas that is pretty well surrounded by shores. So think of what a sailor's like, kind of thing. And he's the same kind of way. I can torment him, he can torment back, but he has your back, and especially if you don't intend to be mean, has no problem taking and dishing it out. Oh. And yes, I've been using turbo when applicable, because I don't care. Excuse me. So yeah, we got a bit off, I got way off topic. So now we're already at Plant Man, halfway through the initial 8. There we go. Oh, thank you, Dad. So careful here, because these fish will bounce up. I know I haven't been talking so much about the game, but... Oh! Well, it depends on... Oh, no. So yeah, I forgot about that one. Wait for that guy. Boom. Boom. Woo! Boing, 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 boing. Oh, how did I thread the needle on that one? There we go. One of the reasons I don't use the weapons so much in Classic Mega Man is because you always have to pause and get the menu. I like the later ones where you can either use the shoulder buttons to swap between them, or in Mega Man 11's case, use the right stick to swap. Which is pretty handy. So yeah, he's weak to Blizzard Storm, or whatever it's called. Blizzard Attack, whatever. Because cold and plants don't usually go together. Okay, I'm gonna heal. I gotta go back to normal Mega Man, but he's almost dead, so... I just need to land one more hit. There we go. I just didn't want to deal with him without his weakness. Like, I could, but I don't want to. I don't have to, I don't want to. This isn't meant to be a definitive playthrough or I will die. I'm just screaming the game. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's Tomahawk Man. No. I just realized Tomahawk sounds a lot like Tony Hawk, I think. Was Tony Hawk a thing in 93, 94? I'll actually have to research that later. I want to say he was. Early in his career, yeah, but... I'll probably at some point later kind of cut the video down so it's just a standard little video later too. I got 6 extra lives already, Eddie. Thank you. Just, you know, to cut it down so it's... Oh yeah, so we got the jet. So I didn't explain it. Power gives you an extra strong punch, but limited range, and the longer you charge it, the less range it has. Jet Mega Man is awesome though. It gives you a unlimited flight for a short time. Which just sounds like a contradiction now I stop and think about it. But either way, it can be pretty useful for stopping yourself on a quick if you end up needing to. Ah, screw you. I'll screw you. I'm gonna use Night Crush on this thing. So if you I didn't explain it, but the reason why there's a Mega Man Extra Life icon on some of the on Plant Man, Blizzard Man, Flame Man, and Wind Man is because those just have one exit. Mega Man 6 has some stages with 2 exits. One is a sort of doppelganger kind of boss. Oh, got someone watching. But then you also got some that have, but there's one that requires one of the rush adapters to get to. And the rush adapters give you a reward. Well, we'll find out here in some time, unless you've played the game. I'm gonna use an E-Tank. I don't want to die. And this guy is weak to plant barrier. Alright. No. No, not. Maybe I should have used the knee tank. Oh, whoa, no, 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 nope, 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 nope. Yeah, I cheated. I don't care. I've beaten this game legitimately more, because there wasn't even rewinds or anything on the 3DS port, so I beat this game totally legit quite a few times before. Get Silver Tomahawk and B parts. So, before we head on to Yamato Man, I'm gonna actually head back into these 2 levels. And see, that's the other thing, if you don't beat the correct one, you'll still, and you come back, you'll still have to see the thing. But you get a color palette change for these 4 levels when you visit them later, which is quite cool. This one's, I think, a little more daylight if memory serves. Oh, excuse me. I like that the PS5 will tell you if someone tunes into your live stream. Feel free to comment, buddy, if you're still watching. As a matter of fact. Oh. He tuned out, it looks like. Yeah, you might have actually noticed that before. It's earlier with that there was an extra shutter door that couldn't be accessed earlier. Well, that required the rush jet adapter. So we got another Eddie. I'm already at full health. That's kind of useless. So you can just keep going down and back up until you get what you so desire. Which I'm gonna keep doing until Eddie gets me what I want. Got enough flies. Jeez, come on, Eddie. Thank you. I just realized I'm talking. I'm sorry. Alright, so I'm just gonna use again his weakness, the Night Crush. Ooh, that was a nice roundabout shot. Ooh, I was right up his arse. What the hell of a way to die? Kinda gruesome when you think about it. Now for Nightman, back to Nightman. And now it's kind of great, rainy and overcast. You know what? Let's go to the actual life. I don't know why the palette changes for a second visit, but I kind of like it. Yeah, gotcha. Boom, up we go. Yeah, I discovered on a previous live stream that my audio can be a little delayed, so if I'm humming and it sounds like I'm a little after my humming, that's why. There we go. Okay, what you got for me, Eddie? Please be an easy. That's gonna be a waste. I don't need an extra life, I only want an energy tank. Thank you, Eddie. I wonder if there's a hack for this game that makes this game a little more challenging. Oh yeah, and now we can get this. Like I mentioned earlier, you need an upgrade earlier to get that. And that's how you get it. Pretty simple, all things considered. So the way you get through here is that I showed it earlier. Use Power Mega Man. Boom. Charge up. And I can actually defeat those things. Now I don't have Nightman's weakness, which is the amount of sphere. But hey, like I said, I've been able to beat this guy without his weakness, because he's usually my starter. Come on. Drop your guard. Ow. There we go. The Night Crusher and beat A part. I'm going for, well, 42 minutes. I was going for about 10 minutes, which I am sorry about that. That's probably why I'm going to cut this down. Now, I'm going to go back to Tomahawk Man for something that'll be handy in the castle stages. And it gets to show you what this one kind of goes for, I think, a nighttime, but and I just realized I could have used the rush power on the stage. There's stuff that you can get here, I believe. Yeah. Oh, okay, I have the back. My hip is jacking up, but I can still see the screen. You guys can still hear me. You might just hear the fan a little more. So like I mentioned earlier, it's freaking hot. So the Silver Tomahawk just kind of goes a bit down and then back up. It's good for hitting airbound areas. Like that. It'll be useful for a couple of the castle stage bosses. I don't really ever use Windstorm, but I'll show what it can do on normal enemies. You damage them enough, it carries them off, but you don't get the rewards for using it, for defeating an enemy normally, so I pretty much just use it for Flame Man, and that's kind of about it. Alright, what you got for me, Yeti? E-Tank, perfect. So now we're at 6 E-Tanks and 7 lives. I forgot how beautiful that was. I'm gonna take the jet path again up here. Ooh, I should not have made that, but I'm glad I did. And I'm gonna top up Silver Tomahawk. I just run past these stones. It's a pain in the dick to deal with. Then again, use a Night Crush on this thing. Come on. There we go. But this time I'm actually going to take the top path. Because I passed by this block here. I realized I could have gotten it last time, but I didn't feel like backtracking. So you gotta go to as close to the edge as you can get without falling off. So just do a pixel shift basically. And then you break through the wall. Photo Man! And what this is the energy balancer. What that does is if you're normal Mega Man and you pick up energy capsules, rather than just going to waste like it would for other in other situations, it'll go to the weapon that's the least full. So in this case that's Night Crusher, which is kind of cool. But since I beat the normal boss on the stage, I don't think I'm gonna be fighting it. Yeah, you just teleport right on out. So, Yamato Man's last and not least. Master Spear. As you can probably tell from the name Yamato Man, this is based on Japan. That's something I haven't actually touched on in this game, and I'm surprised because it's actually one of my favorite aspects of this game. This game takes place all over the world. And you might go think, okay, so, you know, other games might have taken place all over the world, but it's not obvious. This game makes it clear, yeah, you're going all over the world. You go to Japan, US, which is Tomahawk Man, Flame Man, which is kind of the Middle East area, like Saudi Arabia, India kind of thing. Please do not kill me. I'm not as well cultured in that part of the world, and I mean, I want to be, don't get me wrong. I love learning about all these different cultures, but I just don't. Blizzard Man is based on places like Canada, so that's, hey, I'm a Canadian, so gotta love that. Windman's based more on China. White Man is kind of the Brazil, South America area. Nightman is based on England, and Centaur Man is as you can probably tell from the name Centaur, based on ancient ancient Greece. Now, I have no idea why this guy is throwing like bombs like that from a giant frog. Considering the other enemies are themed after Japanese culture, there could be a reference there that I'm just not picking up on, and that's okay. I might actually research that. But I'll be later. Another E-tank. Jeez, we're at 8. I don't use them as often as I probably could. Kind of goes to show you how easy this game can be. If you're at all competent at a Mega Man game, you're not going to challenge it. It's not going to be that hard. But I actually think that's what personally makes it such a fantastic first Mega Man game. You know, people always say, oh, Mega Man 2 is the best one for beginners. And it's one of the first ones you should play. I won't deny that because it's such an amazing boost from the first game. But there's some design elements of that just don't feel cheap. I feel cheap and just don't feel fair. So I honestly recommend playing either Mega Man 4, 5, or 6, especially 6, or Mega Man 7, where, you know, there's 6 and 7 I think are some of the better ones for someone who's not familiar with this type of game to start with. Silver Tomahawk is the weakness for Yamato Man, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, oh yeah. I didn't even notice I was almost dead. He's dead. I'm a time-traveling robot. Oh my goodness. You get Yamato Sphere and the E parts. Now, this is why I was mentioning this is the 4th one that we've gotten, but it doesn't tell you? Well, that's dumb. Jeez, Mr. X, compensating for something much? So, even though it didn't mention, we got now Beat the Bird. He was introduced in Mega Man 5 and could actually even attack bosses. Here, not so much. He can only attack enemies, so he's not quite as useful as he was in 5, but he can still be useful. But I don't really use him again. Not sure why. I think Blizzard Attack actually kills those damn gabules. I think that, or the gabules or some variation of them. So at this point you need, the game expects you to have gotten the adapters, which so these aren't actually essential, aren't optional, they're kind of essential to actually beat the game. So there's a cracked window here, and it actually is a shortcut, but it can be really challenging to access. As you can see, jump too high, you die from spikes. jump too low, jump too low, or jump at the wrong time, there, you won't make it. Wait, so you're kind of gonna need this. So it's gonna have... Ah! I'm gonna use Centaur Flash. Yeah. Extra lives, which now we're totally maxed out. You can only carry a max of 9, so... And like I said, it's shortcut, so you would never have to climb up and then down a bit. Here, it's a shortcut to the boss. Now, this is the first boss of the X Castle 1. Which I believe he's weak to, no? What is his weakness, anyway? Night Crusher, maybe? Now I tell you, this is actually, I'm kind of glad I amassed all those Z-tanks. Okay, let's switch to Silver Tomahawk. Nope, that's not its weakness, but one of them's down. Flame Blast, I think it was. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Oh. Well, I could have gotten better. I do know, the Silver Tomahawk will be useful later in the game, though, for a couple of bosses near the end, which we're getting close to, I think. So now we're inside the base. Now, if you see that, that means it's a, seeing a floor like that is basically a fake wall. So be careful of those. But this is something I noticed after being pointed out from a video online. I don't remember what video it was, but it kind of had, I now call it the Mega Man design. You know, it introduces you to something relative, a new gimmick like that. In this case, the fake floor in a safe and obvious way before, you know, it makes it a little more difficult. If you fall, you gotta be a little more careful. But then it'll start making it's now throwing spikes. So you can still make your way out of it if you react quick enough with the right gear. But it's damping it up. But it's not, it doesn't feel unfair because you actually was given a chance to learn its patterns and the gimmick safely. It's a really awesome little design thing that I like that, actually. If you're gonna make a game really challenging, make it a fair challenge like that. I'm already at the boss. Yes, this is one of the bosses I mentioned. It's weak to the Silver Tomahawk. Well, I don't know if it's actually weak to it. It's just one of the ones that makes it easiest to hit. Yeah, it is weak to it. Aim your shots carefully. You got enough E-tanks to survive? There we go. And that's that. How long have I been going? Over an hour. Well, pretty much an hour now. Oh, now it's not gonna work. There we go. I'm gonna go the extra life, even though I don't need it. But yeah, actually, you know what? Screw it. Just that, it's literally just gonna be a waste of time at that point. However, this wasn't a waste of time because we had used a couple already, so now I'm back up to 6. I think I had 7 when I was entering the castle stages. Now jumps may look tight, but you don't need Jet Mega Man. But here, of course, you will. But there we go. Yeah, the Night Crush is at least my personal favorite weapon from this game. So yeah, you can't charge with Jet Mega Man, but you can fly. Oh, and see, this is exactly what I mean. This is a new gimmick. It's presented on safe ground. Lets you discover, okay, it bounces like that. Then it throws in the pits. Girl. That was just kick. Fuck it. Gonna use Jet again, because that's kind of the only way to get through. Ass. I'm just gonna focus, and there's a reason why I like the PlayStation Rockman Complete Works version, because of that sprite flicker, the platform actually disappears. Of course, if you're mindful of that, it's not a problem. There we go. There we go. Just off screen the thing. Get an E-tank, which I might need by the end. Holy fuck. Yeah. Gonna actualize and see it's back again. Now, if I'm not mistaken, oh, maybe I'm thinking of, Oh no, I guess I was mistaken. I guess I was thinking of Mega Man 4, because it actually goes for blackout with... So yeah, you can't charge with the... And another thing, you can't actually even slide with these forms either. There we go. There we go. Okay. I don't remember this thing. Oh, I forgot the thing. It's like a 10K. There we go. Didn't even need any weapons for that one. Needed a E-tank and stuff like that. Get some weapon refilled. So this is it. After this stage, we get to take Mr. X down and beat the game. Right? Well, maybe. I'm gonna take the power path. I'm just gonna power my way through this. Hey. So you have to de-equip the adapter there to make your way through. Yeah, this is probably the one spot that's not good design of Mega Man 6. Because it's impossible to actually get through without taking any kind of damage, which that's not fair, you know what I mean? But, hey, we've gotten this far and that's the only real cheap spot, cheap thing about Mega Man 6's level. See, I think that's part of why 6 is easier. It doesn't have so much of the bullshit level design of even the first 3 games, really. So we could go right. I'm gonna go up. Alright. Oh, I got to navigate. Is it back again? I've been pretty consistent on the E-tanks there. Extra life. Just gonna wait for these things to explode. Alright, and we're at the end, because I see Mr. X. Is that? Nope. Oh, that was... Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh. There we go. Well, that took a little longer to access. That was weird. Alright, Mr. X. Time to die. What is he weak to? Blizzard attack? No. Night Crusher? No. Hematosphere? Nope. Windstorm? Nope. Okay. Flame Blast? Yes! Gotcha. My scheme for world domination has failed thee, but I still have enough power to destroy you. Yeah, who saw that coming? A show of hands? Huh? There was someone who didn't see that coming? Only you must not exist. No, in all seriousness, we're not done. This is the final set of stages. And you can hear, I like the music here. It kind of feels like 6 games, 6 attempts for world domination. This is where it ends. It ends today. Which I quite like. Alright, Centaur Flash, boom. Just makes it safer to go up. So if you react properly, you just drop off. Whoop. Yeah, just drop off like that, because you won't get so much height loss. Oh. And slow yourself down enough to hit this. Yeah, again, I rewound. Now I said I wouldn't try and rewind so much, but I don't fucking care. Not today. Oh yeah, E-tank down there. That'll be actually handy, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Because what am I at? 5? Yeah. Gak! Got invisible pit. There we go. This kind of tops up some of my weapons for this final section of the game. I don't know why there's a hole there. Maybe I took an alternate path. Right, I actually did, yeah. Okay, I'm actually gonna take just a moment and get something to drink here. Excuse me. I just said that in the first order. Oops. And we're already at the first Wily boss. Dr. Wawi. If I'm not mistaken, this thing was weak to Yamato Sphere. Yeah. Holy crap, is it ever. I just can't aim for shit. I'm about to die. Come on, make this last one count. What? Yeah, rewound that. That was bullshit. I don't even know what the fuck happened there. How long have I got? Probably around an hour 15 minutes. Ah, hey, free music. Yeah, this game is kind of easy to bum rush your way, but... Yeah, I just realized it's the first time we've seen the disappearing and reappearing blocks this whole time. Now, it's kind of hard to tell, but these guys had a thing on their hat. Hey! Oh! There we go. Good, I actually should use that. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, they kind of create these stages with the expectations that you'll have all the tools of the trade. You know, like the adapters, of course, all 8 weapons. Maybe not B, because that one's totally optional as to whether or not you get it. I just get them anyway. Okay, what do we got here? Is this thing... it takes okay damage from this thing. Okay. Now we have proper water like this again. Grab that. There we go. Gonna get the break up the night crusher. Oh wait, why am I going to normal like that? I need to check. Oh god. Oh yeah, teleport room. This is another spot I'm gonna use rewind because yeah, okay, never mind. I just wanted to use Silver Tomahawk first because I know it's gonna be useful for later. There we go. Plant Man. So we gotta break a blizzard attack. And hey, we can finally use this guy's weakness, which is, of course, the Yamato Spear. And it cuts right through his shield too, so pretty freaking useful. I think he got the point. Right, time to break up Night Crush. Oh, it's like I disappeared. Ah, you got hit just like I got hit. Halfway through. I don't have a full tank of this stuff. So I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to use it all the way through. Okay, it was. I actually really did not know. Okay, who's next? Tomahawk Man, which means plant barrier. That was interesting. Okay. Flame Man, who is weak to the windstorm weapon. This is kind of, like I said, the only time I really use this weapon. I just don't like that it carries enemies away without giving you anything in return. So, okay, so the last one left is gonna be Blizzard Man, so I know I gotta break out the Flame Blast. Ow, I hit jump, what the fuck? Oh, I got my grandfather. Alright. I do like it's not part of the final stage. I know that can be a sore spot with some people. I can understand why. Here we go. The final gauntlet. No, actually, this is probably a good spot as any to grind. I guess not. I guess it wasn't. I thought it would have been. Alright, please. Shit. I'm actually gonna rewind. And fill the Silver Tomahawk, because that's what I believe the final boss is weak to. So I've been going for almost an hour and a half. There we go. I'm just going for it. I don't care if I don't care how many E-tanks I use, as long as I still have enough to beat the game. Like, and there we go. There we go. One more. Fuck. Boom. Mega Man 6 has been conquered. He actually arrested him with a rope. Go figure. Time for the last. Mega Man arrested the notorious Dr. Wily and brought him to justice. Capcom dies. Sentenced to prison for his crimes. Dr. Wily now rules over a prison cell. I like that. At long last, the world is at peace. There's Mega Man 6. If you get it all the way through. I don't even remember the last time I actually beat it all the way through. At the very most, than 5 years. Yeah, this game is easy, but I don't care. It has too many fond memories. And it honestly is I do think it's a good starting spot for the classic Mega Man. I mean, the only thing that actually has bullshit design placement was that one spot in one of the Mr. X stages where you're pretty much, if you go after that E-tank, you're pretty much guaranteed to get hit. That's not exactly, because yeah, you could try and defeat the thing and then go and collect it, but because it's off screen, it's gonna respawn. So I wonder if he was just showing off with the spike, the spike ball night crusher mace thing. I'm not sure exactly, but because I've never seen it go fire behind like that. Yeah, something I didn't touch on this whole playthrough, I just realized is all of these Robot Masters, for at least for a long time, after Mega Man 2 onwards, were designed by members of the public, and they would send in submissions. This was the first time people outside Japan could actually submit, and two of them were designed, were picked from, I think, U.S. Most of them were still Japan, but at least kids and other people from other countries could submit. This is kind of nice. Michael Leader, so that's probably one of the, yeah, it's one of the non-Japanese submissions. And hit the rest of the credits. Capcom All-Star. To be continued. So, yeah, that's Mega Man 6. Thank you for, if anyone who might have tuned in, which I think was just a one, but thank you for letting me stream this. Meant a lot. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.